Hello and good evening from the Channel Studios in London with your international news around the world in 5. Scientists say levels of air pollution and warmer gases over some cities and regions are showing significant drops as coronavirus impacts work and travel. This map shows the effects of the virus on China, on the left before it took hold, and on the right what pollution levels look like today. Researchers in New York said their early results showed carbon monoxide mainly from cars had been reduced by nearly 50% compared with last year. Scientists say that by May, when CO2 emissions are at their peak thanks to the decomposition of leaves, the levels recorded might be the lowest since the financial crisis over a decade ago. Meanwhile, a total of 50,000 large outdoor LED screens lit up 18 Chinese cities, saluting the homecoming of medical workers who fought the COVID-19 outbreak in central Hebei province. Images of 132 frontline medical workers from various parts of China to assist Hebei in fighting the epidemic, together with slogans reading "Thank you" and "Welcome home," were displayed on screens at landmark buildings in cities including Tianjin, Fuzhou, Nanjing, Huangzhou and Nanchang. Queen Elizabeth has left Buckingham Palace and travelled to Windsor Castle as the threat of coronavirus grows in the UK. She has also cancelled her traditional garden parties and been forced to postpone scheduled investitures. The precautionary measures follow the government's announcement that the spread of the coronavirus in London is thought to be some weeks ahead of the rest of the UK. The campaign group Human Rights Watch has criticised the Malian military and the UN for failing to prevent a massacre in a remote Fulani village which left at least 35 people dead. Last month's attack by a Dogon ethnic militia in Ogusagu happened straight after the Malian army had withdrawn from the area. Soldiers had been positioned there to offer protection following another attack in the same village a year ago in which 150 people were killed. The rights group learnt that frantic calls were made to the Malian authorities as well as to the UN peacekeeping mission, warning of an imminent attack. Eyewitnesses said a UN convoy passed through the village an hour before the killings began. The acclaimed Australian gynaecologist and humanitarian Catherine Hamlin has died in the Ethiopian capital Addis Ababa at the age of 96. Dr. Hamlin and her husband Reginald co-founded a network of clinics in Ethiopia offering free reconstructive surgery for a traumatic injury caused by difficult childbirth that leaves women incontinent and often socially isolated. After her husband's death in 1993, she continued to build on their work. She was twice nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize and received numerous awards. She became an honorary Ethiopian citizen in 2012. Some 60,000 women have had life-changing operations at the Hamlin's dedicated fistula hospital in Addis Ababa since. Well, yesterday we told you about a protest in Madrid. Well, now it's Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro, which have seen the so-called pots and pans protests. The sounds of banging pots and pans were heard across skyscrapers as Brazilians took to their balconies and windows to protest against President Jair Bolsonaro's handling of the virus pandemic. It's after criticism that he underestimated the potential threat the virus holds. The number of cases in Brazil has more than doubled over the past 3 days to at least 291. And finally, amid a reported mask shortage in Rwanda, a tailor is offering a colourful alternative, though the Africa Centre for Disease Control says masks will not protect against coronavirus. David Doyle reports.
Wearing a mask amid the coronavirus crisis doesn't have to be a drab experience. In Kigali, tailor Alexander Nshimimana is making colourful alternatives using traditional fabrics.
Because of the lack of the masks, we decided to use our traditional material to make them so the people they can have the mask to everyone.
Residents in Rwanda say masks are in short supply, and those that are available are being priced out of reach for the average person. Nshimimana's masks using kitenge sell for about 50 US cents each, compared with up to $2.50 in pharmacies. However, the Centers for Disease Control says masks, even those bought from a pharmacy, do not protect people, though they may slow an infected person from passing the disease on. A spokesman for the Africa Centre for Disease Control said, quote, "Let's clarify that a mask will not protect you from the infection. It will protect others, if you wear it, from getting infected should you have symptoms." Rwanda recorded its first case of COVID-19 on Saturday, and there have been several more since. The government has flooded the capital Kigali with portable basins for hand washing. Schools, universities, churches and courts are closed nationwide, and some flights have been suspended.
And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the Channel studios in Lagos.